Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a great Thursday. We will get started here in a minute or two as more people roll on in. Welcome, Digits. This is your first time. Is Nightco gonna join you as well?
Yes, she's gonna join. She'll hop on in a couple of. Oh, she's here already. So
Yeah,
I can
there we go.
thank
Invite her up.
you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. We will get started here in just a minute. Guessing some people may be starting to get on their vacation here. We have a big holiday coming up in the United States on Tuesday. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get started with the announcements, and people will come on in as they arrive. So yeah, we've got a couple of big ones right now. The first one is Game of NFT winners have been announced for the phase 2 of the hackathon. The first place goes to Empower Chain for finishing up the gravity bridge for ERC 721. And the second place is for ICS 721 for transfer taxes and fees. And the third place goes to Astral for the UI UX of NFT transfers. And another big one, the tokenomics upgrade will happen on July 11th. There will be some more text proposals for a secondary vote. The Nakamoto Stargaze is still the most decentralized chain in the cosmos with a Nakamoto coefficient of 13. So still very proud of that, and still going to get that decentralization award. The Create Cosmos app has been updated for events like mint, sell, burn, and transfer. So this allows you to create your own site for your NFT project. So you don't have to launch on the Stargaze website itself. You're always able to build your own website, but these are tools that make that process a lot easier. And you could also create your own marketplace through that app. So, for example, for Digitz or Pixel Wizards, you guys could have your own marketplace on your own site, and it'll all just run through the Stargaze chain, but on your own front end. And in governance, Marketplace 1.5 is in governance. It has the reject offer code and some bug fixes. Croncat has passed with the Croncat agent, the task of the manager. And our open edition collections launched last week, and we've had 3,000 open editions minted so far across 8 different projects. So a resounding success. In the world of IRL things, we have new meetup threads in our meetup forum for Sao Paulo in Brazil, Portland, Oregon in the US, and OsmoCon that's coming up in Paris, France on July 21st. So if you guys are going to any of those or live in any of those places, please check out the threads. We have some new profile features as well. 3 times speed improvement, a card view selection, profile picture beside the name, offer tokens, and a batch list improvement. The community vote is also live. We're down to the second round for finalists. And finally, we'll have another event in our Discord tomorrow for a game day with Berny. So we'll hear more about that event coming up from him. So let's go ahead and start with our projects for the week. Let's start with you, Digits. Welcome. This is your first project on Stargaze.
Yeah, thanks. Good to be here. Thanks everyone for making some time to hear us speak and find out more about our project. Well, the Digitz the collection is it's a collection of 2,345, so 2,345 NFTs, just based on the whole concept of numbers, and the digits themselves that make up these numbers, right? We know we have all around us. They occur in nature. They occur, from weather to traffic lights. They're all based on numbers and calculations, and so this is a fun. We say it's a seriously fun project that we hope to. But when you look at these pieces of art, first of all, they touch a soft, part of your inner person. Hopefully make you smile a little bit in the stressful times that we find in the bear market. But more importantly, there's a utility behind all of it. So, this is all powered by Zone Makeup Section Labs, and the core of everything, we are we're more an infrastructure-based sort of entity. We provide a lot of tooling all across the customers. The reason we came up with this project is we thought we'd just put some sort of we'd use this as a gating tool to give access to some of the services we provide. So we are behind primarily Stargaze Live, which is an analytics tool, as well as we provide live streaming for listings, meets, and sales, right, in real time. And we do a lot of other stuff as well. But we know that these services have been popular so far, and we just wanted to use the NFT collection to make it more exciting, give people access to that, and let more people know about the work that we're doing in this space as well. With regards to the NFTs themselves, we have this again of 2,345 NFTs. There's 6 one-of-one, and these are 4 of these are in collaboration projects such as Women from Cosmos, you take help me out here. A couple of we have one guy who is the king of them all. This is just Digitz itself, and there's one from Zenchain Labs. I'm not going to spend too much time with questions about the services that SG Live or Stargaze Live does, but this in a nutshell is what the collection is all about.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about Stargaze Live and how it came to be? Because they're kind of related, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They are related. The creators here, we are the ones behind Stargaze Live. So we provide we're validators at the core of that of our services. We provide validation services for chains such as Juno, Comdex, Nomic. We actually contribute a little bit to the Nomic code and on the GitHub repository as well. We validate on Chihuahua, we validate on Desmos, we validate on Passage as well when it comes up, and we just launched a validator on the brand new Empower chain. Beyond all this, or most of them, we provide tools such as block explorers, right? But Stargaze Live is focused on an NFT exploration, if you like. And so we provide, if you take Hubble Tools, what it provides, info.stargaze zone, kind of, it's like a blend of what these two great services provide. So we provide the ability to view live, in real time, to see memes as they happen, to see listings as they occur, to view sales as they happen. But beyond that, we'll provide analytics, not just for the collections themselves, but analytics on your wallets, for example, as well, and giving you all some sort of a picture of the state of a particular collection at any time. And we also, one of the major services that we provide is a listing notification service out there. A lot of them around, right? But what really differentiates our services is that we don't just give you the ability to say you want to be notified when an NFT with token ID 123 is listed, right? We give it the ability to go a lot more granular and not just token ID, but go the traits and specify exactly what you want, right? So that you cut out all the noise, or as much noise as possible. You can specify a number of traits, and you can then go ahead in the traits. You can say all those criteria. I also want to know whether the price is within this threshold, say from 3 to 5 stars, or exactly 5 stars, or below 3 stars, or above 5 stars. So you have a lot of granularity, and you get notified straight away. And what in a matter of seconds post list. The other thing is we've also tacked on at the end of this the ability to go to make it a more end-to-end automated process, because we've given you the ability, if you want it, if you so choose, to actually go ahead and purchase it, right? And this is all Discord based. We have a few bots that we've built together to help you do that, so that you can subscribe to, and then you go away and sleep or do whatever you want to do, right? And you fund your wallet, and if there's an NFT that's listed and meets all your criteria, boom, you have it, and it goes. You have the ability to move all the purchase NFTs directly back to your wallet. We're also having certain services cater to more expert sort of traders, NFT traders, right? So for example, one of the things that we've got requests about is, there's a lot of information on our site, right? So some full-time traders have asked can we just turn out a lot of the noise and say, I only want to know I only want to see what I really care about. So we're looking to put, we're going to have a profile-based section, if you like, so that you subscribe to a particular collection, and then you get to know all about that collection, whether it's listing, sales, whatever it is. And once you log in with your via wallet, there has to be something to tie you right to the profile. You'll then have the ability, pick from a long list of exactly what you. And once you log in, that's all you see. You don't need to see things that you're not interested in. With Stargaze Live, I mean, this is just one part. We started this particular type of work with the Strange Clan NFTs. I think it's about a year and a half now. That's still going strong with strangeclanfans.com that we set up. It's a full-blown, the same thing, analytics and live streaming. And we do more as well. We actually have the tool over at torianlive.io. We haven't turned our focus full on that, but it does exactly the same thing. It gives you live streaming, some degree of analytics, but Stargaze Live and that's what for now, Holding gives you access to different levels of access to the services on Stargaze Live. For example, if you hold one Digitz, you will have access to use the subscription, right? But you will not be able to the sniping aspect of it. For example, if you have 5, for example, we're coming up with a concept for, we're going to call it Zen Club. This gives you the fuller access to a lot more, including things like what I just talked about, the more expert features, but also we'll be looking forward to doing collaborations with other projects as well. So having a certain give you access is a bit like an exclusive club. We're hoping that people will get interested. I mean, the site caters for everyone, whether you're a casual NFT buyer, holder, whatever it is, or more serious, NFT trader. There's something for you over at Stargaze Live.
Great, yeah, and so it sounds like users would need to have 5 NFTs to get the maximum benefit. Is that accurate?
No, not yet. We published it on the 4 tiers. There's a tier where you hold 1 NFT. There's one where you hold 5. There's one, we call it the SG Live Unlimited rule, if you like. That's where you hold more, right? It's going to have a lot more features. You'll be the first to be informed and to beta test some of the features that will be adding to it as well, right? And you have full access to whatever is currently available on the site. There's a premium level where if you hold 10, you'll get a lot more as well, but you just get so all holding one have the ability to have one foreign subscription. In other words, you only be able to be notified about one NFT when it's listed. If you delete that or cancel that, you can have one. But at any point in time, you just have access. The one where you have 4, sorry, I said it was actually 4. 4 where you hold 4, that gives you access to 10 subscriptions at any given time. So you can listen to or listen for events, from 10 different collections, if you like. But as long as they're 10, there's a third one called that gives you access to 25 subscriptions at the same time at any given time. And then the ultimate where you hold 20 or more, it gives you unlimited access. So you can listen for as many events as you want, as well as access to a lot more. You're the first to be told, and you'll be the first to help us test out features that we have a number of features lined up that we are going to be introducing to the platform as well.
Great, thanks. It looks like you guys are definitely building a lot of utility around the collection, and the site has been up for a while, so it's well known here. Can you also tell us about the art and how the collection itself came to be?
Well, yeah, I mean, this was our first shot at this sort of thing, right? But we worked with Fuzzerflies, they're great artists. It was because we were quite particular about what exactly we wanted. We had a few back and forths, being honest here, and but at the end of the day, we hashed out exactly what you see today, right? There are a lot more that we discarded. It was a movie where you have a lot of cuts, where you have cut out a lot of the things, a lot of the scenes and all that. A lot of cuts, a terribly large amount of cuts that we dropped. But what we have today is something that we're happy with, and we hope that folks will like owning and holding that and treating that.
Yeah, I think they're very interesting and super cute.
Thank you.
And can you tell us maybe your role and Nightgo's role in the team? How do you guys differ, or what tasks do you guys take on?
Well, great. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm going to speak. So my background goes to automation development. In development generally, systems integration of different systems. So I do a lot of the development work. We set this up in 2017, and then since then we're big and strong. Nutego is a certified QA arts person, so a software tester, right? So it makes for, but more importantly, is she's my wife, so my boss. So she's also the one who I don't tend to talk a lot in spaces and things, so she's a bit more vocal and knows how to navigate the intricate waters of NFTs and all that. I just kind of follow and lead in most of it, but so we kind of divvy it like that. I'm the more basement, dark basement technical person, and she's more the one who everyone knows and loves. Nitego, do you want to shed some more light on that?
Hi, everyone. What was my role? My role was more like collaborating with other teams and friends I've made to help us come up with the ideas and also choose the team that seems more likely to be able to deliver what we wanted. We had several artists which we considered and went with Fuzzy Flies because of their experience within Stargaze, and we wanted that specific experience. And we liked the previous artworks, which was fun, and that's something we wanted. Now, the concept of numbers, we chose numbers because we wanted something different and something interesting, something unique. Because if you look around, there are lots of dogs and animals and all kinds of things, but there's been nothing to do with numbers, at least not in Stargaze to my knowledge. So we wanted something different and fun and exciting. And because I think from the launch of Stargaze, I think I've participated in pretty much every main project that has minted or launched, and I'm active on the community. So I've made connections with the other creators. So that was finding out what to do, how to do it. Like Maria, Women from Cosmos, she was very helpful. Very, very helpful, helping me review some of the things and even calling out some errors that have been made in certain collaborations of using the wrong collection within the art. So things like that. So that's the part. And LAC, yes, working with LAC and different teams. So as a holder, I had vested interest in protecting their intellectual property and not just. So I wore two hats. Apart from being a creator, I was working with my friends and also expanding their brand without compromising it. So that was what we did.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, the project looks great. I love the art. Fuzzy Flies are a great team to work with. I know they've helped launch a couple other collections as well. And yeah, you guys are in good hands. Let's go and hear from Berny right now about his new project. Welcome, Berny.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good evening.
And good evening to you as well. Yeah.
Yeah, been a while. I think January with Wizards was the last time. Well, anyway, I think it was the coin flip.
Yeah, you're here at Coin Flip. Yeah, you've been on more or less, and we've heard you, I think, come on for as a question or a comment or in other places as well.
Yeah. So basically, this whole thing started when Graphene asked me to from Stardy asked me to do a special collection for the open edition minter, maybe some sort of mini game, and then starting possibility. Eventually, it all some sort of mini game I wanted to launch on the open edition minter. And then, wrap it around in a Stargaze T, and then have everyone, the option to mint a NFT that's actually also a game. So you're not minting a profile picture, you're not minting artwork, aside from the sprite sheet, but you're minting an actual playable game that you can play on the Stargaze marketplace, or also save it to your phone, like you can also do with your wizard, and then keep track of your high score, maybe even tweet out a little bit of it. Yeah, so it also, well, I think it was a project of that's 2 weeks to do all this, and it was really fun. So basically, I think the mint starts tomorrow, and then if you mint one for 200 stars, then you're probably one of the first people ever that got a NFT that's also a game. I haven't seen it anywhere else, so I just heard someone pointing out Ordinals might have it, but I'm not deep into that. But yeah, basically that. It's funny thing. It's it's a Flappy Bird game, because on the technical side of things, you have to wrap it all up into one single file. So the nice thing about this is it's entirely entirely client side. So the entire game runs purely in your browser. It's not using external resources. Also for the sounds in the game, there are two types of sounds when you tap to fly between pipes, and also when you crash. And also those sounds are generated through plain JavaScript and are made on the fly. So I think it's really fun concept that can be explored a bit more. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I believe the only way to play the game would be by owning the NFT, right?
Yeah, so basically I asked Jorge to disable the animation part. Yeah, basically there are two types of files. One is the one where you see the animation play, like for a marketplace, and then there's the actual game, that's the part that, and then normally with displayed. Yeah, if you click on the NFT, everyone can click on. I take the wizard as an example. Everyone can click on the wizard and then interact with the wizard, even if you do not own it. But Jorge is going to make a change so that you can only for this collection name, you can only play the game if you're the owner.
Hey, Bernie, I'm gonna ask a favor for you to maybe disconnect and come back. I'm getting like static, like noise pretty often. I don't know if I'm the only one getting it. If someone can give me like an emoji if you guys are hearing it as well.
It might be my favorite.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear the birds. It sounds like you're in an aviary, but there's also like a little static as well. That comes up every minute or two. But if you want to come back in, we'll get you back in. In the meantime, if there's any questions for Bernie or Nightgo, please request to speak, and we'll get you guys answered. Well, also feel free to drop in any questions on the thread here, and we'll get you guys answered. But yeah, no, we want to hear more about the game as well. Let's see, we got Bernie's back.
Yeah. And I also want to point out that currently we're having I think it might be probably one of the biggest party ever on the network DAO. I think they also come up as speaker. Since I'm also part of the network, we're hosting a 1-year anniversary with tons of prizes for the coming 2 days. So everyone that's not already in there, you do have to own one that has a network, or you don't have to own the network trade itself. But if you own a wizard, if you own a Lonely Astro, Muscle Mice, IBC Friend or IBC Friend 2, anything that's accepted normally only with the network trade, you can join the party once. I defend this now, and you could grab it and also attend the party. It's really fun over there. I see Rob crying. Maybe you need him.
You're also throwing an event in the Stargaze Discord as well tomorrow, right?
Yeah. So I'm crafting ideas. She says maybe we could do during the launch of the Stargazer, the game. We could do a event where maybe, I'm not sure how it works, but how we can all play the game. Yeah, brag about those high scores, etc., and maybe throw in some prizes for getting the highest score during the event or something. You have to in order to qualify, something like that. I'll need to check into the rules. But it will be a fun event during the launch of the open edition Stargazer, the game.
Yeah, it should be fun. And just as a reminder for everyone else on the call that you guys are also welcome to host an event in the Stargaze Discord. We have a form for you to sign up for that. I think we'll tweet that out again pretty soon as a reminder. But yeah, please contact us if you want to throw an event in the Discord. And I know you said you're throwing an event with the Network DAO, and he's up here. Welcome, Network DAO.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me up. So great to see Digitz up here, and also HeadMaster Berny promoting yet another really cool innovation in NFTs. And so, thanks for having me up. I just had a question. One for Digitz and one for Bernie, and then maybe a comment. But first to Digitz, Tego, you're right. We see you around the community, and we really love having you around. And you're such a valuable member of the community, also in the network, Lonely Astro Club, and others. So I'm really excited to see your project take off, and wish you all the best. I was wondering if choosing numbers meant that you had like an affinity for numbers, and if you were really mathematical, and if you like had any favorite numbers, or if there's any, let's say, special thing about particular numbers in the collection that might be Easter eggs.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. No, I'm not mathematical at all. I studied a course that would take me as far from numbers as possible, English language. But later on, I ended up continuing my career in banking and eventually in software testing. And I found out that I do like numbers. Maybe I just had bad math teachers. But I do have a favorite number. My favorite number is 5 and 7. In fact, 3. 3, 5, and 7 are my favorite numbers. Within the game, 3, 5, and 7 are the scarce. Sorry, within our collection, 3, 5, and 7 are the scarcest numbers. They are fewer than all the others, significantly fewer, probably half in some cases. And some of the, like on the bingo board, one of the prizes would be if you have 3 sevens, then you collect the prize. So it's I think one of the things I like about numbers is the fact that they can be interpreted in different ways, and they generally are accurate in what the numbers don't lie. 1 + 1 will be 2, but how you interpret the result is a different matter entirely. But yes, I like numbers now, but growing up, no, I didn't. I didn't like maths at all.
Awesome. That's awesome. So 3, 5, and 7, I'll look out for. It sounded like a little bit of an Easter egg. And I think that through partnering with the network and Digitz, keep an eye out also for a couple of network trades sprinkled through the collection as well. And we're really looking forward to seeing that. I've seen some sneak peeks and they look awesome. So good luck on the mint.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, somebody... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I also heard that the 3, 7, that you're eligible for something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall I take that? Yeah, absolutely. So you will. So once this meet out, we'll be running this at 10,000 stars. We're going to give this away to one single person at the end of however long it takes. It's going to be one person who's going to take this home. So meet out the single winner or person who has minted 3 number 7s. It's yours. If there's more than one person, well, we'll put everyone a draw, it'll spin the little draw, and again, one winner. If there's no one after me, if there's no single person, then we're going to go default to things 5. Played number 5s, same thing applied. We'll follow that process, and if there's no one, we'll go to the number 3s, right? But at the end of the day, and if still no one has one, that will open this up to everyone who has, even if it's just 1 digit, right? And then we'll figure out a way to do a giveaway, and one person must take home 10,000. There's another 10,000 worth of prizes on our bingo board as well, all geared around today and tomorrow's needs. So really fun prizes, exciting stuff but there's a grand prize of 10,000.
Yeah, I just wanted to say someone has actually minted one of the network traits already, and I've just minted that. I've just tweeted that. Right? Yeah, number 6 with the network trait. So you could have a look at it. I just tweeted that now.
Awesome.
Are you guys going to have any game nights yourself with any number-related games like a Sudoku or something like that?
Oh, absolutely. So we're very concerned. We're very serious about sustaining interest in the project. And other than all the access gating and everything that Digitz gives you, just about every other thing, think of the digits in your wallet as lottery. Any amount. We've come up with a number of them. We're going to put all of them together. We've tested some of them. Some of the simple, if you look around you again, numbers are everywhere. You come up with a game in 5 seconds, a number-based game. You don't even have to do much. One of the games we're going to be running theoretically is a game where you take a future Stargaze block. It's say 20 blocks out, and it's all you predefine this at certain point in time, and you say where that block hits, you're going to take a look at the hash. It's an alphanumeric string, so you're going to parse out the first, and that the first X we defined at the beginning as well. So it could be the first 4 digits. So 8, you see 9, so on and so forth. So you take out the first 4, And then it's open. Now you have your first four. We can do whatever we want with that. We can say if you can match that with numbers in your wallet. And that's just so. And some of these games will be exclusive. Again, of course, if you have only one digit, it gives you access to these games as well, right? So if you have 20 or one, you have access. But we will be giving away, and I've tried to emphasize this 2 times, the prizes, first of all, keep in mind we're coming from the other side of things. We're not so much, we're creators now, but we're determined to make prizes that be worthwhile, right? More serious and kind of up the game in terms of giveaways as well. So all the games, all the raffles, they're all going to be based on the digits that you hold in your wallet. And there's a lot of these games that we're coming up with.
Very cool. And that sounds like a straight social game, right? Something you just play on Twitter or Discord. Are you guys going to develop like an application for it?
Well, not yet. Right now, it's based on bots that create, but not so much a web-based tool. But we will be thinking about that as well. For now, it's got a lot of bots, different variations. We're just going to be playing around with numbers. I mean, look, listen, if you take, for example, if we had a global sports team, for example, you can imagine what we could do with that, with scores and jersey numbers and things like that. So the opportunities we have with numbers are just endless. We're looking forward to having a lot of fun with this and raffles just based on things happening.
Great. Network DAO, yeah, I see you got your hand up.
Thanks. I had a second question, Bernie, at his NFT game. So I remember from the Pixel how you could take the Pixel Wizards, I think it's an SVG file, and you could use that connected to the blockchain to bolt on some Web 2 coding that would allow you to do certain things with the wizard, like duel it against another wizard, earn some stars, have it mutate or change form, PFP or things like that. So for this NFT game, is it also able to, in the future, sort of bolt on some Web 2 coding and have the game like do things like, I don't know, do some degen gambling or playing against another player, or is any of that possible?
No, not from within the code. That because it's all inside, parties connected, and it's just like buying Flappy Bird for the App Store or something like. In this case, this time, Stargaze is
awesome. Thank you.
But I had the idea maybe wrapping it up in a online version where you could compete against other people through a leaderboard or something. Like you have to connect your wallet, prove ownership of the game, and then play the game wrapped on a server, and then the high score is saved. That might be a few people, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen.
Yeah, cool. That was my suspicion, and again, I'm not a code or a dev, but it sounded like my suspicions were technically correct, so that's pretty cool. Well, we'll see if that ends up. I really like to have the game kind of in my wallet to just sort of play it, and I guess that you could play the game offline as well. Like if I get onto a plane and I pull out my phone, do I need to be on the internet to play the game?
I think you have to open it up once. But then you need to own the game. Down the NFT itself, the NFT page on Stargaze, there's this image icon. It's a button, and if you click the button, then it will open the IPS URL, like the direct location or the game. And then if you save that link to your home screen, then you'll be able to play it offline. I managed to get it working for my phone. I'm an iPhone user, so it works on that.
Cool. That's big for me because like I hate being on planes and not being able to use like the internet and being stuck. But if I could download it before I board and just play it on the flight, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's
cool. And if I could just do a quick plug, as Bernie mentioned, we're running our 1-year anniversary party right now on the Discord, and anybody who holds a member partner collection, any NFT in the collection, not just the network traits. So we're talking, OG IBC Friends 2, Baby Muscle Mice, TSAS Humans, Cats from Outer Space, Chill Heads, the Lonely Astro Club, I'm missing one. Oh, Hero NFT. If anybody, any of those collections, any NFT, you can get a roll for the next 2 days. Come hang out and basically just play games, get free stuff and chat with other members. So, check out the details on our profile on Twitter and come into the Discord and get your roll. Hope to see you there.
Thank you, Network DAO. Again, if anybody has any questions or comments for Digitz or Bernie's new game, please come up to talk, and we'll get you answered. Both Bernie and Digitz have built tools and games on Stargaze. So if you're interested in doing something like that, these are the guys to talk to. Yeah. So speaking of your game, Bernie, what's the highest score you've gotten on there so far?
48.
Does that mean you've gone through 48 different pipes? That's a lot.
So the score was 48.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
You put at least it's on my iPhone. If you put your phone on energy saving mode, then it will slow the game down. But it might mess up. It might mess up your click timings. If you're used to the quick version, then you're obviously gonna ruin your slow. But if the normal version is too difficult, at least on the iPhone, if you practice battery power, it should lower it because it uses your CPU to do all different stuff.
Oh yeah, it feels like we're in the 90s. So now that you have experience with doing one of these little mini games as an open edition, is this something you want to try and do more of? Pursue like other small games like this?
Well, I got the Pixel upcoming first, so I think all my time will be put into that collection because it's it takes a lot of time to prepare all the art and send code and stuff like that to enable something yet again. But it could be like the Stargazer the game thing. It could even be made a collection, like adding different sprites, like a different character, different pipes, different background, different theme colors. There are many options to be explored, but yeah, maybe it's also fun for other people to dive into this as well, because it's fun to do. It should be easy, but it's less difficult than making pixels.
Digitz, this is your first collection. What was like the biggest challenge, and do you have any advice for new creators?
Yeah, it's been a bit seeing as this was something different. First of all, I have tremendous respect for all those who've been the creator side of things for a long time, right? And it's a challenging kind of taking your idea concept and working with the artist, and if you're not the artist in this case, and then on to deployment, all the way to deployment. You got to get things in order. If there was any lesson learned here, well, one of the lessons learned here would kind of, we would probably spend a longer amount of this. We didn't rush this, but, play around with a few more ideas. The good thing is, the one thing we kind of put our foot down was the idea that we had. We wanted something that had numbers, but that was not necessarily, it doesn't you look at it and have nightmares or things like that. So something that kind of reaches out to the child, possibly each and every one of us. So we're happy with that. But just the process is tedious. You got a lot of building up, coming up with ideas and tearing them down until you get the final product. But what I've come out of this is a lot more respect for people who do this on a regular basis, for sure.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, the numbers really have a lot of personality. They seem more human.
Yeah, that was the idea, and and there's something for everyone. This may not be for everybody, but it's human. We also know that people, a lot of us actually associate numbers with faces. We have a picture of how numbers may look like if they were people, and these may not fully represent your idea, but I just thought we would kind of play on that, right? And for each number, you'll see some of them with a little frowns and some fun ones where you have an angel who's supposed to be a good person, but you have this angel who's just grumpy and frowning. Well, we don't know what they're frowning at. We're frowning at. Are they looking at or doing something wrong? So there's a lot of playing, and the more you look at them, you kind of come up with different. It's art. I think Fuzzy Flies did a great job with the art. We're hoping that it will engage people.
Yeah. Speaking about that, how long was the process from beginning to end with Fuzzy Flies? And what are some of your favorite traits in the collection?
I think it would have taken about 3 weeks from when they actually put pen to paper. We did some back and forth in terms of planning. So I would say a month altogether, right? What was the second question? Was that the rarest traits?
Some of your favorite traits, like if there's anything that has a personal connection with you, or
There's a lady that occurs a number of times. She's got a scarf tied around her head. Just scrolling now to see if I could come up with. Yeah, she doesn't have a name, but she's got a halo in some of them. But otherwise, she's got a scarf around, and I think she's like a model figure. She just kind of reaches out to me as that kind of responsible person that wants just cuddle you and make all your worries go away. But if when you take a look at it, you'll see what I mean. Token ID needs 4, for example, in the collection features this person I'm talking about. This character appears with the numbers, but the one I really like is where she's there and she halo over her head. But that's my all time. Other than of course this one.
okay, great, thanks a lot. And Bernie, yeah, similar question for you. What was the biggest challenge about this project, and yeah, other advice for new creators?
Yeah, so for this project, hardest part was making it work for most of the phones. I think most of the devices, and activity, and also stable. The only thing I did manage, but like some security limitations in places that it doesn't allow to save the high score. When you refresh, it does save it. You play the game and go for another high score, but keep your high score saved, then it doesn't allow it from the Stargaze marketplace because of it would would require some security issues by allowing the game to have access and also to local storage, but it gives too much access to be malicious or something. So in order to prevent that, then you need to go to the option of saving it to your mobile phone, and then you can save the high score for how long as you can till you or cache and something. And then I think having it working, how a game should work, I think that was the hardest part.
Okay, great. And any advice for people who want to create a game on Stargaze, even like a little mini game, like an open edition?
Yeah, just try to rip it off, like also the styling, the code. Don't make it too big. Just make a small game like Flappy Bird or Space Invader or what's the other, Doodle Jump or something alike. Just those games that can be done by a single file. That should work. And if you also happen to sprite sheets and reuse those sprite sheets as a data URI, then you can also add different sprite sheet combination of sprite sheets to make out a collection of it, like everyone has a unique version of the game.
Okay, great. And now we're getting close to our hour here. So I'd like to invite anyone else up who has a question or a comment for Digitz or Bernie with this new game. Please request to speak and we'll get you guys answered. I have kind of one final question for you, Bernie. Can you tell us about the birds you have? Like, how many birds do you have and what are they?
Okay, I have 2 parakeet. One is a male, one is a female. I think they're almost 10 years old, so they're coming along for quite a while. But when you're silent, they are silent. We start talking. They start talking louder than you. They want to be. They really want to be the most noisiest beings in the room. So also when I have meetings and stuff downstairs, then the birds that will interfere with everything. So I'm not sitting outside.
Yeah, we can still kind of hear them in the background. Any bird collection maybe?
Yeah, maybe some witches will have a bird or
somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This has been a great chat. Any last words from Digitz, Bernie?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, go meet some Digitz and let's have fun. There's one thing to mention, and I'll be very quick with this. We're also looking at providing services to other projects, especially on the Discord servers, and kind of giving them access, making it available on the Discord server. I'm proud to say that Pixel Wizards Discord server is part of our beta testing program. So we have
we have a live streaming of any sales of any of their published collection. You can see that on their Discord server. So we'll be providing this service to other Discord projects. Eventually, we will have duplicating this with Digitz again. So a lot of utility right there. Thanks again. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, awesome. It's really nice to have that link on the Discord as well. So really people could snag if someone listing nice was they're looking for, or they like their appearance and work token, and they can snag it right away. I do Digits. I just got myself a network cap one. Yeah.
Well, nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. It looks like we have a final question or comment from Tank. Welcome up.
Hey guys, thanks for giving me a second to come up here. First off, I just want to say, so interesting. I was listening to you guys talk. Natego, absolutely love the idea behind Digits. I have a saying, numbers don't lie, people do. And I'm so fascinated with numbers. I'm just like you. I hated numbers when I was younger. And as I've grown older, I'm fascinated by them. And Bernie, of course, I love how you're always like just building stuff. You're just like building fascinating things. And like just testing the waters, and that's so cool all the time. I know when I get home, I'm definitely gonna go be minting out some of you guys' NFTs. I do want to, if you guys don't mind, I just want to take a quick second. If you guys don't know, myself and a few others, Cosmos Joe, are putting on an NFT-focused event here in Nashville on November 4th. Stargaze is our lead sponsor, and we're so grateful to the Stargaze team and the Stargaze community, everybody that's mentors, project developers, everybody, the entire community. We're absolutely grateful to you guys. And we really are super excited about putting on this event in November here in Nashville. And I just kind of want to put it out on your guys' radar. We're going to be putting out some information soon with more details for everybody that's in the Stargaze community. If you've ever wanted to meet some of your favorite NFT communities, launchers, creators, even your fellow community members within the NFT community, and you're in the States and you've just been dying to do so, like, come hang out at Nashville. It's going to be a blast, but we're going to have a lot more details soon to come. But I just want to say thank you to Stargaze and everybody here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, Tank. Looking forward to seeing more of the details of that, and it should be a fun event. Guys. Also, I'd like to thank Stardy and Circun, as always, for helping projects launch every week. The projects we have this week would not be here without them, so thanks again. And of course, and also, everyone have a great Freshman Friday tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Thanks again for joining. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. See you.
Thanks, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to mention Discord.
Yeah, and party along.
Thanks, Bernie. It's a big party.
We're having massive prices, so I can't keep up with.
Hey, actually, Tank, we just gave away a free Joe V3 with a network kit with a bad kit in it. It was a fun prize. So,
Oh, nice.
if you hold any of those, jump in and party with. And I see you down there, Rec Gang Zerk. Thank you for hanging out on Stargaze. Look forward to what you guys may or may not be doing in the future. Always a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Bye.